Hi thinkers, welcome to the Algorithms in Python playlist on Thinkers Academy. In this tutorial we are going to study the selection sort algorithm. So first I will explain step by step what exactly is selection sort algorithm, and then we will also implement the Python program in this tutorial only. So first of all, this is the first tutorial in the sorting algorithms. We are going to study more sorting algorithms in this playlist, which is insertion sort, quick sort and merge sort. So make sure to like this video and subscribe our channel to stay notified whenever I will create a new video. So now what we're going to do is, the first thing is, let's say we are given an array. Inside of this array you can see I have elements 16, 5, 4, 12 and 10. And what I just want to do is I want to sort this given array into ascending or descending order, right? So you can see here I have written this program. I will write a program to sort this given array, and this is going to be the desired output that I wish the algorithm should produce, right? So let's understand how selection sort algorithm works and how it will sort this given array in the ascending order. So the first thing we need to do is we need to write, first we need to go and select each and every item inside of this array. So for that we are going to write let's say I will write a pseudocode here. Right, so in the pseudocode I will explain the algorithm. We are not going to manage the syntax. We will then just implement the pseudocode in Python only. So let's say we define a function known as selection sort, and in this function I will give the array. So in this function, the first thing I will have to do, which is the step 1, is to create a for loop that goes from I0 to the nth position. So what this for loop is going to do is it is going to pick up one element at a time in this given array. So the values of I will be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? So this is actually our step number 1. Now step number 2 is that what we want to do is we want to compare the value at the ith position with the values that are ahead inside of this given array. So you can see that if I is equals to 0, it means we are at this position, which is 16, and now I want to compare 16 with the rest of the array, which is 5, 4, 12 and 10. So we want to we have first selected a position, and now we want to compare this value with the elements that are there in the rest of the array, which is this one. So if I is equals to 1, the rest of the array will be 4, 12 and 10, and then if I is 2, then we have the rest array is 12 and 10. So you can see that there is a general logic here, that this rest of the array has a position that goes from I plus 1 till the nth position, right? So we want to actually pick up the array, the sub array, which actually goes from the I plus 1th position till the nth position. And since we are going to do it with each and every element, we will have to create a nested for loop, right? So inside this for loop I will create another for loop which will run from j I plus 1 till the nth position. So let's understand why we are doing this, why we are actually creating these two for loops. So the idea is very simple. In selection sort algorithm, we actually try to select the minimum element from this given subarray, right? So we want to select the minimum element from I plus 1 till nth position. And then what we will do is, if we find out the minimum element in this given array, we are going to swap it with this value at the ith position. So that's how selection sort works. It selects the minimum element from the I plus 1 till nth position by using comparisons, right? So let's see how it will work. So the first thing is I is equals to 0. So the value of j will be I plus 1, which is 0 plus 1 is 1, and it will go till n. So the values of j will be 1, 2, 3 and 4 when the value of I is 0. So if I is 0, then these are the values of j. Now what I just want to do is I want to compare the values at these positions. So the first thing is I is equals to 0 and j is equals to 1, right? At this step you can see the array ith position is equals to 16 and array jth position, which is the first position, we have 5. What we will do is we will simply compare these two values, right? If we get a lesser value, I am going to assign it as the minimum index, right? So I will create another variable which is known as minimum index, right? I will create this variable and initially I will just initialize it as I, right? So I is 0 here, you can see. So minimum index is actually equal to 0. Now what I will do is I will first compare 16 with 5. So on comparison you can see 16 is greater than 5. So if 16 is greater than 5, we have obtained an element which is lesser than the ith position. So what we are going to do is we are going to reassign the minimum index at this position, right? So I want to assign minimum index equals to j. At jth position you can see we have 5. Now what we will do is the value of I will be 0 and the value of j will be 2. Because this for loop is actually running, so the value of j will be 2, right? So on comparison we are actually going to compare, we are not going to compare ith position, we are going to compare the minimum index, right? So here instead of writing I will write here that it should be minimum index. So what I'm just trying to do is I assigned minimum index at the ith position. I will compare it with the jth position, and whenever I will get a lesser value, I will reassign the value of minimum index. I will keep doing this with all the elements until and unless the whole for loop will end, right? So now what we will do is this minimum index is assigned to j. So in the pseudocode what I am going to write here is that if the, first of all we will create a variable here. In this for loop I will create a variable known as minimum index, and the value of this minimum index is initially equal to I. In this for loop I will compare the value at the minimum index. If the value of the array at the minimum index position is greater than the array jth position, right? So this is actually j. So if this is the case, what I am going to do is I am going to reassign minimum index to this j, right? So I am going to reassign minimum index equals to j. So whenever we obtain such a case, the minimum index is going to reassign, and the reason why we are doing this is because we want to select the minimum element, and in order to select the minimum element we just do the comparisons one by one. Now you can see the value of I is 0 and j is equals to 2. So what is the value of array at the minimum index position? You can see now j is actually equal to 1 here, so now the minimum index is 1. So array at 1th position is equals to 5, and now we want to compare it with the array at jth position. J is equals to 2, which is 4. Again we will compare these two. So after comparison you can see array of j has a lesser value which is more promising. So we are going to reassign the minimum index equals to j here. So this minimum index will get reassigned to j, and j is actually 2 here. Now again the value of j will be equal to 3 and the value of j will be equal to 4 here. So when j is 3, again array at this position we have obtained 4. So minimum index is now pointing here. Now we will compare this with j equals to 3, which is 12. 12 is greater than 4, so we are not going to reassign this minimum index to that. And j equals to 4 is 10. Again it is a higher value, so we are not going to reassign that, right? So once you can see that these two for loops will end, and after these comparisons and assignments of the minimum index, you can see that minimum index is actually now pointing to the minimum element of the given array, right? So it started with the I equals to 0th position, this minimum index started with the ith position, which you can see here, and on comparisons we keep reassigning the value of minimum index whenever we found another minimum element, right, or a lesser value or a more promising element. In case we want to do the descending order, we are going to select the maximum element. So this selection is actually known as selection sort, because we are actually selecting the minimum element in this given array. Now this algorithm is still incomplete, because first after we have got the minimum index, so after these two for loops, when I was equal to 0, the minimum index will point here. So what we need to do is, we need to swap the values of I and minimum index. This is the last step. So you can see the value at minimum index is 4 and the value of I equals to 0 is 16. So we are going to swap these two values like this. So after the first iteration, which is I equals to 0, the resultant array will be 4, then we have 5, then 16 will be swapped here, and then we have 12, and then we have 10. So this is the value of the array after the I equals to 0th iteration. Now after I becomes equals to 1, again we are going to start by assigning minimum index at the I equals to 1th position, right? So this is where the minimum index will point, and now we will compare it with the rest of the array, which goes from I plus 1 till the nth position, and we will keep assigning the minimum index whenever we get a more promising element which is lesser than the value at the minimum index, right? So after this, again you will obtain the minimum element of this array, which is 5 here, it's already there. Then 10 will come here, then 12, and then 16, and in this manner this whole array will get sorted. Okay, so let's start with the selection sort Python implementation. The first thing we need to do is I will create an array, and the given array was 16, 5, 4, 12 and 10, right? So this was the given array, and now we want to actually do the sorting of this array. So the first thing we need to do is create a for loop which goes from I in a range from 0 till nth position, and for that I'm just going to give length of the array here, right? So we have this first for loop. So what you can do is you can also create a function which is the define selection sort function, but you can also achieve this without even calling the function. Now in this for loop we will create another for loop which goes from j in range, and here inside of the range I will have to give the range which goes from I plus 1 till the nth position, which is actually the length of the array. Okay, so now here we also want to do one thing, which is create a value or a variable which is the minimum index variable, and the value of it is initialized as 1. And now here in this for loop, what I just wish to do is I will have to write a comparison that if the value at the minimum index is actually greater than the value at the jth position, then we are going to do the swap work. So we will first have to reassign the value of minimum index, which is equal to j, right, whenever this condition holds true. And now what we just want to do is we are going to do the swap work. So I'm going to write a comment here which is swap the values at minimum index and jth position. Okay, so here we want to do the swap work, and swapping is easy in Python. We just need to specify array of ith position comma array of the minimum index will be equal to the array of minimum index comma array of ith position, right? So now we have done the swapping of these two things. Now what we can just do is, after we are done with the swapping work, out of this for loop we are just going to print the array here, right? So let's take a look add the, let's run this program quickly here, selection sort.py, and let's take a look at the array. So now you can see that the array is now sorted in the ascending order.